Morning, everybody. 8:15 in the morning. It's November 20th. Hope everybody had a good weekend. This market is moving sideways, folks. Sideways. We got a holiday week, shortened week. Well, holiday week meaning no trading Thursday, but a shortened session on Friday. So we still have expirations on Friday, but a shortened week. I keep saying a shortened week. Um, I expect a little lower volume, and let's see what can happen this week. We're really balancing, so not sure if a move will be made this week or this week will just be trading the edges and a reversion to the mean constantly until there's a new catalyst. But without further ado, welcome to my channel. My name is Steven Gonzalez. I use volume profile, market profile as structure, define structure in the market. Also use gamma exposure level, supply and demand, and the most traded price of the year, the month, the week, and the previous day. All that helps me filter out some noise. Um, don't get me wrong, I follow price action. However, in the macroscape, to keep you on the right side of a trade, you want to look at some foundation to give you some support in what your thesis is going to be. Okay? But I don't really have a thesis based on my predictions. I use the market structure to give me that, right? That's basically my MO. Okay? So subscribe, set an alert if you haven't already. If you like my content, please give me a like. That would help me out. You could always follow me on X at Gonzo719. Alright, so we can get right into this. Alright, there's not a lot of in-depth TA today, just for what the market's been doing, but we'll look at what's going on here. Alright, Ether is up 4%. The VIX is up 2.68%. Crude, I'm very interested in crude. Okay, it's been beaten down. It's up 2.29%. Talking about supply cuts for 2024. All right, that's usually bullish. We'll have to see. Okay, Bitcoin's up 1.94. Nasdaq's pretty much, it's up 0.04, but it's flat. 10-year yield doesn't report to 820. ES is flat. The Dow is only down 0.06. The Russell's down 0.13. All kind of flat. The dollar is down. Okay, 0.32. 30-year bonds are being sold right now, down 0.46. So I would think the 10-year yield would rise a little bit. Gold, even though the dollar has weakness, gold has weakness, and silver, the volatile metal, is down 1.66%. Okay, let's move on to stocks. I like the day trade and swing trade. Okay, let's move on to the leader, coin, right at that 100, right? Or 101 really. So 101 is a huge positive gamma level in coin. Okay, it's tested that multiple times, so we'll have to see what happens there. Okay, Boeing got an upgrade. That is up 1.42%. The previous week, I was only looking for Boeing to break 197, 200, but with the CPI and other good news for Boeing, it's been rocketed, right? But I wasn't interested in it because it hit the 200-day moving average, so it's kind of been balancing there. But this is positive for Boeing. Okay, Microsoft, it's getting some love because Sam Altman and the other CEO were fired by OpenAI this whole weekend. It was weird. They tried to get him back, but now they both hired both of them to lead their AI division in Microsoft. Okay, NVDA, we got NVDA earnings this week. Okay, that is up 0.77. Tesla is up 0.36. Full discretion, I put trade on Tesla when it pulled back to 226 on Friday. Alright, so basically I did a bull put spread, which is selling credit. I think I did it at 220. Alright, that financed my bull call spread. So, and I think I did it to, I have to look at it, 235, I think 237.50 bull call spread. So as long as Tesla doesn't go below 220 by Friday, the trade is paid for. So hopefully, we'll see. I'll have to really manage it today to see if there's anything that happens to that trade. Let's see the laggards. Okay, Baba, down 0.79, and Google is down 0.89. All right, Google. I'm trying to see here. Amazon launches free AI classes and bid to win talent. Okay. Let's move on to top sector stocks. All right. Chevron, Exxon, with crude getting up almost 2%. They're getting some love. Walmart up 1.15, and laggards. Cat, laggard, Morgan Stanley, and Johnson and Johnson. Johnson and Johnson's down 1.2%. Let me see why that could be here. Submit supplemental biological license application to U.S. FDA seeking approval of plus chemotherapy for the treatment of not really. Okay. Let's move on to sectors. Sectors. Energy, no surprise. Technology with Microsoft, no surprise. Semis with NVDA, no surprise. NVIDIA is also part of technology. And the weaknesses in utilities, healthcare with Johnson and Johnson, communications with Google. Okay, that's what's going on. The indexes are pretty much flat. So something's got to give for a breakout or a break, break above, break below, or we just kind of hold in this range till next week. Really don't know. I mean, but the more you coil, the bigger the move. Okay, and that's basically how that works. Let's go into some market news. Market news. All right, we can look at some upgrades and downgrades. I haven't really got a chance to look at all of them today, so we can look at them together. There's the Boeing upgrade. Dutch Brothers upgrade. Let's see. Penn Entertainment got an upgrade. Six Flags got an upgrade. Let's see downgrades. All right, let's go to downgrades here. Let's see. We got anything to note that I would care about. Morgan Stanley got a downgrade. That explains why Morgan Stanley is down. Okay. Coverage initiated. There's ARM initiated at overweight. CAT initiated at a hold. Maybe that's CAT has some weakness. What else? Coverage. That's really all there. Economic calendar. We don't really have much today. A couple bond auctions. Tuesday we have FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. Existing home sales at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Wednesday, let's see what we have. Durable goods, initial jobless claims, Michigan consumer. That's good. We got for Wednesday. That's really the week this week, guys. It's going to be a light week. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in news. Microsoft talked about with the Sam Altman and the OpenAI firing, which is crazy. And now they're with Microsoft. So let's dive right into some daily charts. There's not much to glean. All right, I wrote some notes over the weekend and just kept finding myself really just being underwhelmed by what I was seeing as far as an edge goes. That I was looking at my chops maybe for like a trade, but nothing stood out to me really as that was that great. We can go right over to the daily charts. Let's look at these together. I mean, there's not much to glean here. Let's look at the SPY. Start with the SPY. I mean, basically, you made the gapped up, and you just kind of held it, right? You kind of mushed up, and now we're balancing, right? It's pretty much it. And you look to the left. 451. It's been resistant. Right here, you look to the left. That was a former weekly high. Okay. So, no surprise there. And 450 and 4500 in the SPX are huge gamma levels. So, no surprise there. Okay. No surprise there at all. Even that, I talked about that pinning stuff, pinning trades on OPEX days, and that came to fruition with Apple, closed at 189.69, like I said, right around 190. Okay, and look, the SPY closed around 450. So that's doing its job. All right, doesn't always happen. Like I said, Roblox had the 39, and Roblox closed at 37.94. So basically at 38, so within a dollar, right? So that's how that works. Most of the 235 was a huge gamma level on Tesla, closed at 234.30. So that's how that works usually. Um, so SPY, that's what we're looking at. We're at 450. We're pretty much slightly under the close right now. There's not much to report really. Okay, now Qs. I have been saying one thing that's not correct. Okay, I've been saying all-time highs in the Qs. We're not at all-time highs in the Qs. Almost just look. This is a year to date, so we're looking at this year's high. So I kept saying that. I don't know why I kept saying that. Well, I know why, because I kept thinking this was all-time highs, and when I went to my monthly charts, I was like, "What am I doing? What am I talking about?" So again, just balancing. Qs just balancing. Gap up, holding that gap up. Right now, do we get a little liquidation break down to this level? I don't know. But we also, I really don't know. So that's what's going on there. I mean, let's look at the Dow real quick. Same story. But the Dow is a huge, huge resistance at like 351. So that's been holding the Dow. IWM. Okay. IWM is in an uptrend. It broke its downtrend. Okay. It hit the 200 and 100-day moving averages, pulled back right to here. All right. Now it's holding. It's holding last month's highs. Now, if you look at a chart, a longer chart of IWM for this year, right? We broke this level, right? These two lows was huge right here. This 169, boom, broke it, recovered, right? And you would think that like, okay, it tapped the 200-day moving average, right? But if you look at the past, it looks like this one just broke through it, held it, pushed up, right? This time when it went up here, it kind of pulled back too, and then pushed up and went up higher. So it does go through it. So I do have a trade on. Same kind of concept as my Tesla trade. I have like a 174 bull put spread, credit spread, paying for my. I think I have a 178, 179. I think bull call spread. That's financing the trade. So as long as Friday we don't go below 174, I'll have a free trade on. But again, I'm gonna monitor it. I could always roll it down if there's whatever. But that's what I have going on. Um, I'll be watching that. I mean, they're already both the Tesla and the IWMs have been in profit since when I put them on. Especially because I pretty much put the bull credit spreads on when they were super weak. So when they moved up, that obviously already knocked them down to half. So I have half the credit or more than half the credit already. So we'll have to see. I'm just letting you guys know. That's what I put on. Um, so that's about it. 10-year yield. We'll look at that real quick. Because that broke a key level like I talked about. Right? Let's look at this level right here was the level around here, 4.4. Well, we dropped, right? We broke it, but look, we're right back here, right? So it's starting to, it broke this uptrend here, starting to make a downtrend, right? Can we hit 4.3? Then it's 4.2. Then it's 4.0. Okay. If this continues to fall, the market should rally. Okay. VIX, not a lot of fear. I don't even have to go into it. The dollar, though. Let's look at that dollar. The dollar, you could, on daily, yeah. Came down here. That's not right. Hold on. I was going to say. Okay, so big range up here, then boom, broke out of that range, hit the 200-day moving average right now. You can see it's right there right now. Okay, we're at 103.6. So the more this falls is good for equities, good for metals, good for commodities. Okay, so the bond market and the dollar are kind of going down, which is good for equities and commodities. Okay, So keep an eye on that. Now we can move on to the market profile and look at structure, which is not much to look at. Okay, there's not much edge here. I don't have to go into big details here. You can just see the balance. It says it all right here. All right, it says it all. Look at that last week. Look at that profile. Jeez. So 45.21 around is the most traded price. All right. Now in the 24-hour market, 45.20 is the most traded price of the week and the month. Okay. Now, all we have to talk about in this market, okay, is I would say this has been the bottom of this bracket. Let's just call it 4,500. Top of this bracket, let's just call it 45.40 right here. Okay. And we just been boom, 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 right? So no one has an upper hand right now. I would say the bulls, obviously, because you made a move and we're holding it. But as far as this range, you're just going, come out to the edge, sellers come in. Come down to here, buyers come in. That's balance. Okay. So until this breaks, whenever you come out to these edges, you got to look to fade the edges to go back. Ever it comes down, fade the edges until this is broken and held. If you ever want to hear when someone says find acceptance and someone's like, what the hell does that mean? Well, if you come down here and do this, boom, boom, that's not acceptance, okay? You want to break and hold, find acceptance to move lower. Same at the same time, if the break above, you got to find acceptance and then go, okay? That's why a lot of people on breakouts get faked out because they don't wait for the acceptance. Now, I'm not saying you have to wait and sit there and wait. You know what I mean? But that's usually what happens. You have to make a move and hold it, right? So that's really it. I mean, we can just do a real scenario here. All right, like right here, I'm not interested. Like right now, the price is here, right? So you can guarantee. Now this is called an inside-out trade. We're gonna do the here or here. We're going here or here, and your plan is, well, right now, if it holds, you go long here. Might as well talk about the short as well. Like if you come out here and you don't find acceptance, you got to go short. Trade the edges. That's the scenarios today. Okay? That's the scenarios. Wow, coins flying up there today. All right. So now let's dive into a little bit of a little nuance. So we can just talk about that. You do have, okay, a poor high from Friday right there. And you do have the overnight high. So that's a pretty significant weak high. Okay. And we can zoom into that a little bit and I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay. And we got a poor low in the overnight. Wow. Okay. Let's look at this together. Okay. So this could be considered a double top, but in like market profile, this is called a poor high. Okay. And even the overnight has a poor low. 30-minute bars right here. So that's shorts had poor location here. Okay. This is longs had poor location on Friday. Okay. Now look at the overnight high right here. So shorts are here. Okay. So if we come up to this level again, now probability wise, what this means is usually correct this. Boop, you push up. I'm not saying it's a breakout. I'm just saying for a short little scalpy trade, you could expect a nice move up because institutions, big players in the markets don't care about these levels, but obviously short term little guys, you know. So overnight came up to the RTH high and they shorted it again. So this could be a breakout point. Okay, just wanted to show you guys that, and then the triple bottom here in the overnight. So that's gonna fuel just the balance trade. Okay, so if the market comes up here to this week high now, and it's a poor high from Friday, you could expect a little boop, right? And the same thing with the overnight high, right? Right here. 3 30-minute periods, that was support. Well, if the market comes down here, boop, you're going to take that out and go to the other side. That's really it. Okay. All right. That's really what we're looking at this market. Okay. Now we can go over to the Nasdaq. Like I said, it's not going to be much different. Okay. You don't have that week high in the Nasdaq. Okay. You have a was that the session on Friday? You have a poor high here. Making sure that this is session. Okay. I'm not convinced that my data is right. Maybe I'm wrong. Showman's price right there. Interesting. I don't think my data is right. Uh, okay. Give me 1 second here. If it takes long, I'll just cut the video. I don't want to make you guys wait. But I can suspect my data right here is just giving me a little hiccup here. I'm just reloading the data. I suspect it will update with the correct data. And if it doesn't, it's still a balanced trade. Did I not hit download? Alright, I'm not going to waste everybody's time. Sorry about that, guys. I know that data's not right. So, we're in a balanced market. Alright, I don't want to waste anybody's time. We're in a balanced market. So, basically, like I said, you want to fade the edges today. Alright, be careful because you really have to get it set up today with the volume going to be probably a little lower. Alright, you really have to pick your spot. And the no trade is probably be the best trade today. So I want to say everybody have a good luck today. Stay green, stay patient. No trade is all right, right? That no trade is sometimes a good trade. So I'll probably see everybody tomorrow morning. All right, take it easy.